Hi everyone, this is another Crafty Hallett video. I was asked by some people on my Facebook group to show them how to make these little minions. Everyone has seen the film, I'm sure, and you may not know how to make the minions, but this one's a little Christmas minion because he's got a Christmas hat. So very quickly, what are you going to need? Well, the most important thing you need of all is this, which is the owl punch from Stampin' Up. If you flip it over, you'll see more of what I mean. You've got an owl body. The owl, I just call it the owl's t-shirt. Then you've got a large circle, small medium-sized circles, tiny circles, and a little love heart. The other punch that's useful is the word window punch. So what you need to do, you need some coloured card. Now luckily enough, Stampin' Up make this really simple for you. Tempting Turquoise and Daffodil Delight are all you need to make your little minion. For my Christmas minion, I've also used some of our glimmer paper just because it really sparkles, and Christmas wouldn't be Christmas without a bit of sparkle. And I've cut out a triangle, you loosely cut out a triangle. If you want measurements, it is 3 centimetres high by 2.5 centimetres wide. But it's just a triangle that I rough cut for his hat. Then you need some basic black, and from the basic black you're going to punch 2 of the body, 2 of the large circles, 2 of the teeny tiny circles, and 1 little love heart. From the Tempting Turquoise you need to punch 2 of the t-shirty bit. Now you don't need to always punch everything out the punch. I just wanted to show you quickly that if I just wanted a body, I can just punch it out of here. And I don't have to worry about punching out the whole punch. Just stick the corner in and it punches it easily. So what do you need to do? Well, first things first is our body. So take a piece of the black and just trim across to cut his ears off. And then you need to trim a little bit, which will be for the goggles, and place that to one side. And this is your base body. And onto your base body you're going to need a little bit of Tombow glue. The Tombo's got a really fine nozzle and it just makes it easier. You then take the yellow body and chop the feet off. Leave the ears on because they help with anchoring the hat. So then place the yellow body on top of the little black feet and line it up and press down. Now, for his apron, or his dungarees, you're just going to take the t-shirt part and cut off the little piece at the neck piece here. So you're just cutting that piece there, so that you then have this piece, this shape. And with that piece, you're then going to take the other t-shirt piece and cut round the corner here on both sides to get the straps of his dungarees. You can do these as wide or as narrow as you like. And again, a little bit of the glue. You then stick his dungarees on. And before the glue dries, stick the straps on, because you may need to tuck them under. That's one piece of his dungarees. Now the other piece. Oops. Sometimes a little bit of glue too much and you just wipe it away with your finger and tuck that piece under. Oops. I knew doing a live video on this would be fun. Here we go. Now you'll see that there's little pieces that hang off the edge. They shouldn't. So just smooth them in until you've got them of the right bit. This one, the glue is probably dried on, so I'm just going to snip round on that side. So that's our little minion man and his dungarees. Now how do we do the arms? The arms are punched out using the word window punch, which is this one. But you don't have to, it's just it was the right sort of size for me. It was too wide, however, so I've just trimmed it a little bit and then just trim those bits. And now you need to stick his little hands on, and the hands are made from the feet. But if you were to just chop them off like that, you'd have nothing to secure them with. So what you need to do is cut arm shapes, is the only way to describe it. Can you see that out of the black I have cut a little arm shape. It's almost like a carrot, a little carrot piece. And you need 2 of those little carrot pieces. So there's my little black hand carrot pieces. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on each end of the yellow word window piece. Just a tiny dab of glue, and then stick the hands on like this. And then you'll see when I flip it over, yay, his hands should be in the right positions. So if you can see, I've stuck the hands on. And then you need to, you can either cut this piece in half and angle the arms differently, but I quite like them with their arms set wide. So now you just need to place a little bit of glue on the back of the minion, roughly where you want his arms to go, and you pop that on there like that. And then we come to his eyes, and you can either use googly eyes that you can get from the shops if you want to, or do it this way. The simplest way is you punch out 2 of the medium-sized circles, and you put a dab of glue on them, and press the medium-sized white circle down onto the large-sized black circle, because minions wear goggles. If you've not watched Despicable Me, you wouldn't know. And so these are made to look like goggles with eyes on them. So you want them roughly in the middle, if you can. And then little trick, you see the dab of glue that you've got on your finger because you went wrong? That's perfect for the teeny tiny black dot. So if you were perfect and you didn't go wrong, you'll need to just put a little tiny dab on your finger, because it's easier than trying to put glue from the tube on. So that'll serve you right for being too perfect, I suppose. I always end up in a bit of a gluey mess with these, which is why I have wipes at the table. The next bit that you need to do, if you get stuck, is find your pokey tool, because you can then use a pokey tool to put him on. There you go. There's his 2 little eyes. One's not quite in the middle, but we won't worry too much about that. I'm going to have a boss-eyed one. Some of the minions only have 1 eye, so if you get really fed up with doing that, you could call him one of the 1-eyed minions. So, using the piece of black that you trimmed off this body, check that it comes across his head, and it should do, and just round off the edges a little bit, like so. And this is the next piece that you stick down. Just a tiny little bit of glue. Stampin' Up sell a glue remover, and when your minion is dried, if you've got glue in places you don't want glue, the glue remover is perfect for it, but you can't do it until the glue is dry. So just let it dry and then rub at it. So then we stick his eyes on, and these need to come down a little bit, oops, like this, like that. And then you can either draw his pocket on, or you can use the love heart. I quite thought I'd try the love heart this time. And then for his mouth, it's really simply, you just draw a little line, like an S on its side. Then for the hat, take the strip of glimmer paper and stick that onto the triangle. And then take the circle that you've punched out of glimmer paper, stick that onto the top of the triangle. Whoops. Hopefully not sticking it to the board underneath, which I appear to have done. And then you can trim off the triangle pieces if they come over the edge. It's only because my word window piece was a little bit smaller. And then a dab of glue on his ears, which is why we kept the ears on in the first place. Just a little tiny dab of glue. And that is your minion. Now his little hat is showing 1 ear, so if you've got that problem, just trim it round. And there we go, 1 completed little minion. I hope you have fun with these, and do put up pictures. Put them on Pinterest, and if you've got this punch, go look on Pinterest, because there's hundreds of little things and creatures you can make with them. But this is obviously just my little Christmas minion. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and please subscribe for more. Thank you. Bye bye.